Hey guys, today is Wednesday, June 25th. I've got another postcard. This one's from Arizona, from Lynn in Scottsdale, Arizona. Thank you so much for your postcard. Very cool. I sent yours out this morning, and you have been added into my address book. I do have an email that I got from Kathy Parker about my postcards and file faxes. And your message, I don't know if it finished or just cut off, and it's not popping up on my thing. And it says that you're like me, you have to have stuff physically written down. And you put, I think I will invest. And I was like, oh God, it cut off. So I don't know if you're going to invest in a file fax. Just hang on 1 minute, because there's something else that I found on YouTube today. It's called a bullet journal. And I think my file fax is just going to stay on my desk, but this thing is enjoyable. It's more like list taking, list writing, and you can do it in a smaller format, because some of the planners, and that's why I'm getting overwhelmed with my file fax, because some of them are very overwhelming. It's like, here's a week, and here's a month, and here's a thing, and this flips, and you decorate it, and the whole thing. This is called Bullet Journal, and there's a guy, just look up Bullet Journal. Let me see if I can find it here. And it's enjoyable. His name, let me grab it here. Bullet Journal. And people do it in the Moleskine. His name is Ryder Carroll. Very cool. He does just like a 3-minute video of how to set up a bullet journal. And when the kids and I go up to Halifax, I'm going to grab a Moleskine, and it's like the graph paper Moleskine. And I'm going to try this, because what I like about this is that I have a Mishi bag, my Mishi purse. I've shown it in a previous video, and you switch the outside of your purse, but the inside stays the same. Or I use my little red purse or whatever, and I think the Moleskine, I think it's probably like an 8.5 by 5 inch wide size. I know that will fit in my purse, and I know that's something that I will take with me and actually have with me as I, go about my day if I'm out and about. Out and about, there you go. I'm Canadian, can you tell? Because my file fax is huge, and I don't carry a great big purse with me all the time. So I'm liking this bullet journal. So just hold off. If you're thinking, I got you thinking about file faxes and stuff, just hang on 1 sec, because this looks really cool. So check out this guy. It's Bullet Journal. That's the title of it. And there was someone else that I watched. It's her YouTube name is just My Planner. 2 separate words. My Planner, and she has bullet journal set up. And I found her very enjoyable, easy to listen to, and yeah, she just kind of slows it down a little bit. He goes through just kind of a quick demonstration of it, and he does have a website, just bulletjournal.com, explaining it. So check out those 2 videos there. And yeah, Bullet Journal by him, and then Bullet Journal Setup by My Planner. And then, speaking of graph paper, here's my grocery list. I'm quite proud. I printed it all, or I wrote it all out. And this is what I'm going to laminate and put in the kitchen. And we'll see if this works. We'll try out the family on this one. I just have my categories. I was being completely meticulous the other week, and I'm like, oh, it has to be apples comes before bananas. And of course, I wrote it that way here. And then grapes, I have been going in alphabetical order. But then I have blueberries. Like, where'd that come from? Okay, so I'm not being so, particular that it has to be in alphabetical order. I'm just trying to get it down. And that's my problem. I try to be so, this is the way it has to be, that I don't get stuff done because I'm trying to be too particular about things. So I have fruit, then I have veggies, then I have dairy, I have frozen foods, deli, baking, which is a joke because the first 3 things are a cake mix, a cookie mix, and a brownie mix. I'm not so much of a scratch baker. Then I have cereal aisle. Then I do personal things. I did pasta and rice. I did soups, cleaning products, snacks, meat, and bread. And then just down at the bottom, I put other, and I put 2 little blocks for those guys to fill out if there's something else that's random. Mostly because I ran out of room. I went to the bottom of the page. And I set this up the way our grocery store is set up, and I just kind of go through. I can go through, I hate grocery shopping, but I can go in and out the store in about, from the time I walk in to the time I walk out, it's usually about 20 minutes, because I'm just boom, boom, boom. I grab all the same stuff every time I grocery shop, pretty much. And yeah, so I know where I'm going and what I buy generally. So I just set up my list like that. There's only one thing I have to fill in with zucchini. I don't know how the heck to spell zucchini, so I just put zook. Z-U-C. Z-U-C. There's a way Canadians say it. It's Z or Z. X-Y-Z. I think we say Z. I don't know. Anyway. Okay, so that, and what else? I am working at my desk today. I say that because I keep taking breaks, and I was just FaceTiming Annette and telling her about this bullet journal because it's enjoyable. And the other thing I'm doing is my Project Life. I have the Clementine kit, and we had talked about Project Life, and she's like, I think that would work for me. And she's just constantly busy, and she never gets to scrapbook or anything. So Charlie, where are you going? She's trying to dig through the cage, and it's not working. She's... Anyway, I think Project Life would work for Annette, because she's just busy, and you can just put the cards in, you can journal, you can get your photos printed. She's very good at printing photos. She usually prints photos right away, and because she has access to Costco, which is enjoyable, and I just don't have that. So I do the scrapbooks, and she prints the photos. We really need to get together and make some albums together. So Project Life, the kit that I have, you get like 25 or whatever of each card of the small ones, and then I think you get 8 of the bigger cards or something. So I just went through and took half of my cards, and I'm putting them in a Ziploc, and I'm going to take them to Halifax when we go and give them to her. And then what we're hoping to do is find another package of like the core kit of Project Life, and then if she buys the kit, and then or we buy the kit, or I'll buy another one, or whatever, and we just split them up and share the cards, because you don't really want 24, 25 of the same card. And I've heard that people buy the kits, and then they end up selling the leftovers on eBay or whatever. So I think that would be good. Okay, I am like babbling and talking really quick. Okay, so postcard, check. Filofax, bullet journal, enjoyable. Check out those videos. If I can figure out how to link them at the bottom of my thing, I will. And yeah, I think I'm gonna purchase a Moleskine and do the bullet journal, because I think it's easier to take on the go. And it's something like when I take the kids, like when I take Kerrigan to gymnastics, and I can sit there and play with my calendar, because I always want something to do when I'm somewhere. If I'm at the hairdresser, I usually bring my iPad, but I can still, it's something small enough I can bring in a purse and work on. So there you go. The other thing I'm going to bring to Halifax is my travel sketchbook, which I've really been enjoying that. I mentioned the other day that Kerrigan and I went up to Dockyard, and we did, maybe I'll insert the picture, and her painting as well, and I'll just show you what we did at a Dockyard. We just sat on a towel under the shade of a tree and just sketched, and it's enjoyable. And I like how I have our trip to New York documented. I like how I have the cruise documented, so I'm going to do that with our trip to Halifax. Which is coming up soon. So I'll bring you along, and we're going to do some fun things, and we're going to go to Peggy's Cove. I don't know if you guys know of Peggy's Cove. It's in Nova Scotia. Kylie's working, so we're letting her pick out her favorite things that she wants to do on the few days she's going to be off while we're there. So one of those is Peggy's Cove, and Scott and I went down with Annette and Brian years ago. Like, I was pregnant for Bryn. Was I pregnant yet? I don't think I was pregnant yet. But I remember she sent me it was a really cute picture of Scott and I behind, like, cutout picture of fishermen or whatever. And then she's like, oh, congratulations, you're going to be parents or whatever. It was really cute. But yeah, so the kids have never been there. Kylie's never been there. So yeah, it's like the famous Peggy's Cove Lighthouse and the big rocks, and just a very Atlantic Canadian thing to do. So we're going to do some fun road trips and stuff while we're there, and we'll be bringing you along. when we go. And again, poor Scott, he can't have time off. We pretty much won't see him until October when the hotel gets quiet again. But busy is good. Busy is a good thing. Because if the hotel wasn't busy, he wouldn't have a job. So, anyway, I just wanted to come flying in here quick and mention that because who are you? Kathy. Kathy wrote in and said it says, I think I will invest, and I don't know what you're going to invest in because you just stopped writing there or it got cut off and I can't find the comment yet. So just hang on and look up the bullet journaling because it might be a cheaper way to organize yourself and do a planner because that's what I'm going to attempt. And I'm picking a Moleskine because I just enjoy their books. I sketch in those, and I've used those for a few years, but I've never had the graph paper one. Okay, I'm gonna go take some deep breaths. Talking way too fast. Okay, so I will be back with some more videos. I gotta get back to work. Betsy from Etsy has placed an order with me, so I'm trying to get that done. And yeah, I will talk to you soon. Okay, take care. See ya.